big story in politics today. If we remember earlier this year, the ex-Palang Pracharat Party leaders actually launched a new party, which is called Sarng Anakot Thai Party. And it has been confirmed today that the former finance minister Uttama has been elected as its party leader. And in an expected result, former finance minister Uttama was elected as the Sarng Anakot Thai Party leader, and the party has announced that it will nominate former Deputy Prime Minister Somkit Jatusipitak as its prime ministerial candidate in the next general election. Uttama was formally elected at its first General Assembly, which also saw the election of its first executive committee, several of whom are former members of the Democrat Party, Pheu Thai Party, as well as the ruling Palang Pracharat Party. While announcing the party's aspiration to become a political institution upon which the people can depend, he said that the party's top priority is to solve economic problems, restore the economy, as well as set a stable foundation for Thailand's future prosperity. Among the party's executive members are former Energy Minister Sontirat Sontijirawong as Party Secretary General, former Democrat MP Nipit Inthornsombat as Deputy Leader, and former Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawat's Secretary General Suranan Wechachiwa as another Deputy Leader. Uttama Sontirat and then Minister of Higher Education, Science and Innovation Suwit Mesinsi quit the Palang Pracharat Party in July 2020 after a leadership change in the party, which saw Uttama and Sontirat, then party leader and Secretary General, being purged by Deputy Prime Minister Prawit Wongsuwan and his backers. At the same time, the former Deputy Agricultural Minister and Secretary General of Thai Economic Party, Thamanat Phrompau, who was seen at the General Assembly meeting, told the media that he attended to express his good wishes to the new elected committee members. When being asked whether the two parties will work together in the future, the former Palang Pracharat Secretary General said there is still a lot of time to think about that. He said he has always respected Dr. Somkit, adding that he learned about the grassroots economy from him, and both of them had worked together before Somkit's departure from the government of Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha. Thamanat was sacked from the cabinet after he allegedly plotted to unseat Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha during a censure debate in September last year, and he was then sacked from the Palang Pracharat Party in January after having allegedly sought the restructuring of the party. So, to give you a bit of a background for this party, when they actually launched the party earlier this year, they actually vowed not to nominate Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha for the second term as well.
I think what's interesting is we have so many more political parties in numbers, but I think we still see the same face of politicians in the field. How is that mathematic work?
Well,
it's like spread out with more parties, the same group of people, just taking turns in different political parties.
Yeah, it's really interesting how we always see the same old faces, but with new parties. Because we are seeing like former members of some old parties and then new parties. And like for this case, these are like the famous members of Palang Pracharat Party as well. And then we can see that there are so many political rifts between so many groups as well.